Welcome to the demonstration of the FusionFOX ERP. The module that we'll be focusing on today is the Customer Relationship Management module. The FusionFOX ERP is developed by GoFusion Software Private Limited. It's got its research and development headquarters in India, and it's got sales offices all over the globe with offices in Sweden, Oman, UAE, Saudi Arabia, and Indonesia. The absolute query that we'll be addressing today is the business cycle of the Customer Relationship Management module, the business processes that the module can automate, and how the CRM provided by FusionFOX can fit into any organization from any business vertical. Before beginning with the demonstration, we'll go over the USPs of the FusionFOX CRM. It's built on Oracle Fusion Middleware technology. Oracle Fusion Middleware is the digital business platform for the enterprise and the cloud. It enables enterprises to create and run agile, intelligent business applications while maximizing their IT efficiency through absolute utilization of their modern hardware and also their software architecture. The FusionFOX CRM is a cloud-enabled solution. It's got both option of an on-site deployment as well as an anytime migration to the GoFusion Cloud or any public cloud service. It's a scalable enterprise-level solution that has been deployed in a multitude of organizations varying in business verticals or industry domains. It's built on the recently launched machinery layout by Oracle, which allows users to access the application on any device. Multi-channel mobile environments are the new normal. Users expect to be able to switch among desktops, laptops, or smartphones anytime, anywhere with secure and seamless access. The FusionFOX CRM encompasses the entire business cycle of a product or a customer or whether a service or an item that you provide. It allows the administrator to determine checkpoints, to determine pricing, visibility of data, and many more specifics in a graphical and relatable manner. Custom dashboards for different users are provided with different roles for seamless access just over a glance. Now let's go over the business cycle that the FusionFOX Customer Relationship Management module provides. We begin with the lead database. This is where the marketing team either manually inputs your leads that are available for your organization or your channels from where you get your data provide you data in an Excel file, and it allows you that functionality where you can upload an Excel file into your database of leads. Now these leads can be top of the funnel leads or they can be a basic sense of information of a probable prospect. You can in the Excel file can hold any amount of information that can relate to that lead, and that will be visible to you in your application. After you have a lead, now if it's a top of the funnel lead, you need a qualification process to qualify that lead, whether it shall become a prospect or you lose that lead to somebody else or that lead is not valid. If that lead is disqualified, you need to either define a competitor to which it was lost to, or it was disqualified for a particular reason. The reason needs to be clearly defined for the life cycle of that lead to end, so that at the end of a time period you can analyze which channel of your lead generation process gives you the best leads that are leading to actual sales orders. If your lead gets qualified, then it becomes a prospect where you have some intimation and engagement from the customer, where you're getting value and understanding your probable customer and what kind of service or what kind of items that can be sold to that customer. Now once you understand that and you convert that prospect to a customer, you generate a proposal and a quotation. Now this is the ideal process to be followed, where a lead gets qualified, then it becomes a prospect, and then it becomes a customer who gets a proposal or a quotation. We have another methodology where customers who do not want to run through the entire process of entering a lead and then qualifying it, you can manually generate an opportunity, and that opportunity can withhold any amount of information, whether it be for a particular service or whether it be for a particular item or just a customer that might be interested in a range of items. You can assign the deal size, any kind of prerequisites you need in order to engage with that customer. Anything can be defined over there and it will be there in your opportunity pool. We have another concept of lead shared pool. In the application where you determine your lead database, the senior management or the project manager or whoever is above the salesman in the hierarchy can define who will have access to which particular leads. It's a shared pool, and the management has the functionality to define which leads shall be visible to which operating unit, which salesman in which operating unit, which department, or which organization also. Now, at the stage of prospect and opportunity, once they get if they are lost, then again the same process of defining a competitor takes place, so you can identify why you lost that opportunity. Otherwise, if you win the opportunity, you define a proposal and quotation. In defining the proposal and the quotation, you need to follow 4 aspects. One is choosing a price list. Second is applying discounts permitted. Third is defining all extra charges that will be valid on that proposal or quotation. And fourth is for the workflow approval process. To go over them individually, choosing a price list means if the management decides that when you're selling a service or selling an item or a custom item that is made for a particular customer by a particular salesman, then this type of price list should be determined. And if it's for another customer, maybe that same item shall be sold at another price list. So the price list can be defined initially or at any time of a project and individually be allocated. Second is applying discounts. These discounts are permitted only by the management by individual role. A salesman might be permitted to give discounts up to 5%. His senior might be able to give discounts up to 12%, and the business head maybe 18%. But it's a process that is defined by the administrator or the management. So you have control over the entire process without individually getting into each process. Defining all extra charges is if you're getting into items, then your freight charges, your custom charges, your delivery charges can all be defined over here. If you're not delivering an item but rather a service, then you can define your scope of work over here. You can define your absolute scope of work, any customization that's going to take place, any extra efforts, and the system will allocate those costs, understand that scope of work, and then give you a valuation of the final price that will be registered in your quotation. Workflow approval is basically when you define your workflow. Either it's defined at the beginning, at the setup, where you define that when a proposal or a quotation is made, it needs to be approved by an X person. Or you have the option of value-based approval process, that till an value A, the approval shall be done by B, till a value C, approval shall be done by D, and a value above D, approval should be done by an X person. So there is a value-based approval system. Now, once you go through the entire system of generating a proposal or a quotation, it can be a very concrete process. Once that is done, you generate your quote, it goes through the approval process. Now, if it does not get approved, then you have 2 options. If it's approved, if it's not approved, then it needs to be discarded either because you did not win that quote, so it was lost. You need to define the reason. If not, if the customer wants you to make another renewed version of that quotation, you make a renewed version of that same quotation so that there's a mapping between the previous quotation and the new quotation. It again formulates a revised quote, again goes for an approval process. Once it gets approved, you receive a purchase order from the customer also, then you register your sales order. In this sales order registration, we have a document management system also that allows you to upload your purchase order also. Keep track of a reference number, keep track of a reference date, so that you can, when somebody is looking at the sales order, you can see a purchase order that you received from the customer. It's a holistic view for that particular engagement with the customer. Once that order is received and approved, then you go into order processing, where you have an absolute view of your stock and your warehouse. This is where industry to industry, the application automatically differentiates. It understands whether you are a manufacturing firm who will be manufacturing this particular item, or if you are a company that stocks this particular item or has this particular service. If it's an item that you stock, it will determine your stock. It will determine whether it is out of stock. If it is out of stock and you manufacture that item, then it will raise a purchase order. It will raise a purchase order if you wish to purchase it from outside. If you manufacture that particular item, then it will raise a material request, and it will follow the entire cycle of supply chain management. If the item is in stock, then it determines which warehouse is that item available in. It allocates stock for that particular delivery from the warehouse which is closest to the delivery point if you have multiple warehouses. Once that is done, then it gets into the delivery and the dispatch cycle. So as I said, beginning from lead going over till the end of delivering that process of raising a purchase order, the FusionFOX CRM covers your entire cycle, And this is a basic overview. It is customized to every single business, the head business department, every single organization that it's been implemented upon. As the application comes to a closure, it either goes to dispatch or delivery, or it goes to your supply chain management cycle. Now, this was a business overview of how the FusionFOX CRM covers all aspects of a customer relationship management module. Thank you very much for watching this demo, and I hope you have a fantastic day.